Good news for immigration applicants in Canada. COVID grants an advantage to immigration applicants already in Canada. In today's video update, we'll discuss the latest changes for immigration applicants who are already in Canada. The Canadian Federal Immigration Minister stated that some of the temporary actions that have supported the government to fulfill its goals this year could remain even after the decline of the pandemic. During the pandemic, the government looked towards the people already in the country to meet its immigration targets when it became challenging to convey foreigners to come to Canada. Although a few of this year's new permanent residents have been immigrants and refugees who came to Canada via traditional methods, the federal government was committed to permitting temporary residents to make Canada their permanent home. Fraser, the Canadian Immigration Minister, expressed that the government developed the actions to manage pandemic-related issues, but these measures could also be practical once the pandemic passes. He mentioned the Guardian Angels program as one example. That program presented permanent residency to asylum claimants working in the healthcare sector. Fraser has been mandated by the Prime Minister to continue with the strategy. Recently, Fraser declared that the government exceeded its ambitious immigration target of 401,000 new permanent residents for 2021. This immigration record has set a record in Canadian history for the most newcomers to arrive in a year. The target is set to be higher in 2022. The government expects to receive 411,000 new permanent residents by the end of next year. While welcoming new immigrants into Canada is a primary factor of the government's program to handle the country's labor shortage, Fraser stated that the economic argument for retaining temporary residents is just as strong. He added that individuals new to the country deliver extra strength to the economy. The individuals in Canada that are being made permanent residents keep the situation from worsening. Fraser further stated that the government hadn't renounced more traditional immigration streams. He expects to pick up once the pandemic situation improves and restrictions are lessened at the international borders. Another ongoing immigration crisis of the pandemic is the tremendous backlog of 1.8 million applications waiting to be processed. The government has received criticism from opposition parties for letting the backlog grow to such a size. December's economic update from Finance Minister Chrystia Freeland reserved $85 million to handle the backlog in the next fiscal year. Fraser named the funding a bridge to help officials process more applications quicker, while the department finishes digitizing its archaic system. The existing paper-based system means that if individuals desire to check on their application status, they are required to call their Member of Parliament, who contacts the Minister's office, who calls an immigration worker, who then pulls a file out of a drawer. Fraser expressed that he anticipates a system where married applicants can check their status online. The effort to digitize records is already in progress, but it could take a few years before fully running the system. However, Fraser hopes the bridge funding and increasingly digital system will let Canada retain the high numbers of newcomers through what's rest of the pandemic. He added that, in case the government has a desire to develop further, they will have the capability to do much more even than they are today at a record pace. This is the end of today's video update. If you found our video helpful, please like and subscribe to our channel.